swear, I set my alarm for 6:35 p.m. Same time I always have it set to, because I always stream at 7. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, my starling. Okay, I didn't even set anything up yet. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna go set everything up and then properly start. So please wait for me. Be like 5 minutes to wake up. What the heck? Okay, be right back. evening, but good evening, my starlings. How are you all doing today? This is the first time I'm seeing you, right? Because this is the start of the video, because I'm gonna cut the first part, right? Right, okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I overslept. I thought I set my alarm for 6:45 or 6:35. But it just decided to not ring. Maybe I just set it and didn't turn it on. In that case, there's a serious design flaw there. Don't be sorry. Okay, I won't. But yeah, I hope I didn't make you wait too long. I did thankfully wake up. God, I'm 48 minutes late. But okay, for what it's worth, I kind of needed that sleep. I've been insanely sleep deprived this past week. I streamed 5.5 hours yesterday, and I streamed 6 hours the day before. So I've been feeling like extremely exhausted, I should say. But yeah, today's last stream. No, I'm okay. I'm fine, y'all. But yeah, it's just a lot of long streams. I haven't been able to catch enough of a break recently. But it's okay. I'm feeling better. I got my rest. I feel awake now. I deserve that rest. Thank you. But yes, we will get started with the project breakdown in just a second. So yeah, we are here with my instrumental recreation of Where's the Love, produced by Shogo, and performed by, I forgot who. It's a Denonbu song, and I was commissioned by Yuuna to remake it for her cover with KoYami, which is included in the description below. You can go check that out, maybe after this stream. I tried redirecting to it, but you can only redirect to something that's on your own channel. It's such a great cover. Yes, I was very happy with how it turned out. I'm going to... I don't want the vocals on there for today. So we'll take a listen to the original song. We'll listen to the original song, and then we'll listen to my song, my version, and then we'll compare and contrast, okay? Sound good with everyone? Right, so this is gonna be... should I play the instrumental, or should I play the full version? I'll just play the instrumental for now. That way we can really like pay attention and compare. Okay, so this is what the original sounds like. Here we go. Okay, actually, I'm gonna stop it there. That way we can go piece by piece. So we're gonna call that intro to first chorus. Intro to first chorus. So now we'll compare and contrast. So we'll listen to the intro to the first chorus of my instrumental. Okay, so that's we'll go up to there for now. We're stopping at bar 68. So up to there, yeah, it sounds pretty accurate, right? I've never had to do something like this before, so I was very, very interested in getting commissioned for something like this. So yeah, I guess we'll just start from the very, very intro. So very beginning starts off like this. First 4 bars. I heard a sweep and I heard some sort of reverse crash symbol and like a cheering or maybe like seagull sound ish. So what I did was I got a sweep, I got like a cheering sample. I actually just took the think break. I took the woo from the think break. That one right there. And then just got a reverse crash with a tail on it, just to kind of smooth out the intro. So it sounds like this. And then original. So now that I'm listening again, okay, keep in mind that this was done in under 28 hours. It was a very, very rush commission. But yeah, I was able to get it done. And now that I'm listening again, I do hear a very, very slight, like the beginning of the piano. Oh wait, actually wait, I did that too. The beginning of the piano comes in a little bit before. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, next up is this section right here. Do these 8 bars. So I heard a downlifter, and then some chime atmosphere in the background. One main synth that's playing chords and then like the melody behind it. and I heard a little pluck atmospheric thing, and I heard a clock sample in the background. So try and look for those things when I play it again. Hear the clock. Hear the chimes, especially here. So when you're doing stuff like this, it's very important to have a very keen ear. Keen ear? Is that a thing? Keen ear on these sorts of sounds, like stuff that people don't usually tend to notice, like atmospheres, stuff like that. So this is how I recreated this section. So yeah, the pluck, okay, the clock is simple. Just a normal clock sample slowed down to fit the tempo. The pluck. So this is something that's really, really in the background, but it is there. I think I got it sounding a little bit sharper, like a little too bright, but I think it fits the purpose of the song. And this is just gonna be a saw wave pluck with a lot of prism on it. So if I turn off prism, it's just a regular saw pluck. But it's really high up, there's a lot of prism on it, so it sounds actually really cool. I might go back in and save this preset. But yeah, that's a really nice atmosphere. Didn't notice the clock on the first listen? Yeah! Can you imagine how many times I've listened to it? But yeah, next up we got, so in the original, I'm pretty sure it was a synth. It's actually pretty unique and a little bit plucky, the synth. But I was short on time, so I'm like, what does this sound closest to? So I just used an electric piano. This is the electric piano that comes free with FL. Pretty close, right? Pretty close. And you can find this if you go to Talks, Instruments, Keyboard, Electric. It's this one right here. So I did that, and then I layered a slight secondary layer on top. And this is just gonna help me transition into the next section. It's not necessarily accurate, but it does help the flow of the song. Slowly gonna filter in. And give some more body to that synth. Yeah, and then over here, just FX, chimes FX, high impact, downlifter, and all together. And then over here, the only thing that happens is the synth opening up. There's a riser, and then the drums kick in. So we'll listen for that in the instrumental. So new drums, 1, riser, 2. Yeah, so this is what this part sounds like. I'll mute you two for now. Thank you, Yuuna and KoYami, for your 1 second performance. Yeah, so let's talk about this drum fill for a second. This is like the main thing. I guess we can talk about the drums as a whole. So what I actually chose to do, when I was making this, I was going in chronological order. But then I listened to the whole song through and I was like, wait, I don't have to do these drums right away because these drums show up here. So I'm gonna need to do these drums anyways, so I just did this one first. And then I took out the kick, snare, hat, and then got all these percussions, because that's what I assumed the original composer did. Was they got elements of other parts of the song and put them in the intro. If they're anything like me, that's how I work at least. So producer mindset sort of helped me on this one. I got somewhat close, I guess. The snare was a little off. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And then the drum fill. This is the main thing. So this one, I just got one of these random snares. And then 808 fill. And then I think I heard something that was layered, so I added that wood block sound again. So that's what it sounds like in the original. Kind of similar, right? Yeah. So maybe a little bit different in like the wet dry, like reverb space, whatever. And then we got to the quote unquote drop. So this part, honestly, I chose to worry about this part less because this is where the vocals are the loudest. So they're kind of covering up any mistakes that I make in this section. So the vocals are singing this big chorus section, so I'm like, okay, I can be a little bit lax here. And that's actually a really good thing because this part is actually quite complex in the original song. So I first heard this section and my mind was immediately LFO Super Saw, tape stop. Those are the two things I need. LFO Super Saw and tape stop. And then I remembered I don't have a tape stop plugin. And I wasn't about to just go out and get one. Honestly, this might have been a good chance to go get one. But I was, again, short on time. So I had to make do with what I already had installed. So I chose to do a frequency shift. So this is what my chords sound like. Oops, let me mute this. We'll get to you in a sec. So I added those little effects. We'll throw this in now. So these are just, it's just a little vocal synth that I created just for extra tape stoppy effect. Because I couldn't get the exact tape stop effect, I wanted to just kind of artificially create that. If you listen in the original, you can kind of hear that vocal lead, what the vocal lead's doing. It's kind of very stereo in the original, which I didn't actually like. So I ended up just making it kind of blended in, more blended in mine. Like, it's there enough to kind of, like, you know, like, you can hear it, but it's not, like, actually distracting like the original is. At least in my opinion. I think it's a little bit distracting just because of how stereo it is. Hey Assertive and Jail and Ureli and any other new members I missed. Welcome to the stream. So we're just on the chorus now. So yeah, there's a lot of components going on here in the chorus. So we'll talk about them now. Let me actually do this. So, okay, we'll start with our chords here. Oh, actually, I have this layer as well. So yeah, I transcribed the chords, threw them into these layers. So this is just a little sine wave layer that's getting I guess it would make more sense to do this. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so this is getting stuck in this LFO that I like artificially made. So I started off with this originally. I think I like had it not low pass, or it's not a sine. I don't know why I started with a sine, but yeah. And then this is the super saw. So this actually has a low pass LFO going onto it. Which kind of creates that wavy sort of effect. And then last but not least, I threw back the electric piano onto it, just because I feel like the chords needed a little bit more body. And that's actually not being caught under the LFO. I think I actually reversed that because I needed it later in the song or something like that. Either way. And then we have this last layer. Huh? But actually, this, I don't know why the filter's off. Was it this? Huh. Maybe I didn't notice in the original, but this yeah, this filter's supposed to be open. I don't know why. This may have been a mistake. Don't worry about that. Don't tell Yuuna I did that. But yeah. Just a little bit extra to those chords. it's not too big of a difference. Like I said, any errors I make in this section will not be too noticeable as long as I can get it pretty close to original. It should be fine. And it was. So yeah, we have those. Those are our chords. And then next I added these just little strings, short strings, bells, and more bells. And then added a little square wave gone crazy. So there's that. I think this is the most important part that I want to highlight. And kind of what made me think about doing a track breakdown in the first place. I was like, dang, I'm never gonna talk about this. This is so cool. So this is the vocal synth that I used. So for those like little pitch bend thingies. So what this vocal synth actually is, if I reset the pitch, does that sound familiar to anyone? It's Yuna's voice, so I sampled Yuna's voice for the synth. So I got a really cool sound out of it. Actually didn't make too many changes because it kind of sounded good on its own. Yeah, it's just there to serve this purpose. That's so cool, yeah. Yeah, and I was like, I need something that resembles like a vocal overtones, and I was like, I literally have vocals right here, so that's what I ended up using. And I think that's it in terms of the chords. Oh, okay, wait, bass. just the flex bass that I modified very heavily. Or not very heavily, a little bit, I should say. Yeah, actually can change a lot with flex, I didn't realize. But yeah, bass house soundganizer, just for extra saturation. I think it sounds pretty similar to the one used in the original, but yeah. All together. Whoops, not all together. All together. Yeah. And then drums and stuff, I guess this stuff is a little bit boring. I guess I layered a rim shot and a snare to kind of get that sort of echoey snare thing going. And then all those little random vocal samples, those are something I had a little bit trouble with because I was like, I don't have those exact vocal samples that they used. So I was like, I just pitched this chant up that I used earlier. And I got something a little similar. And then this one was actually really, really cool. So this is a classic rave sample. If it's normally pitched. I feel like a lot of people have heard that before. But yeah, I pitched it up 2 octaves and it sounds like this now. just got that little sample from it. And it's kind of like that in the original too. Somewhat similar, I don't know. But it works for the purpose of the song. And yeah, I guess that's it. Just like other effects and whatnot. I went really light on the sidechain. I don't think the original actually has any sidechain at all. But I decided to throw a little bit on. My bass, or my kick, is a little bit bassier and punchier than the original, which I think fit the vocals better. It kind of gave the track a little bit more energy that I was missing. So yeah, that's what I went with. Yeah. See ya, Myra. So yeah, next up we have a drum fill. Yeah, so I think I got these snares over here a little bit too loud on my version. It's just like a but I'll use the same one from the intro. I think that's okay. It provides a nice little transition. And then these, it's the chop snares. That's actually where I got the idea for adding this. Where is it? Adding this to the sample pack, which you can download right now for free. I should probably like pin the link somewhere or something. But yeah. Yeah, so okay. Next up we have the verse. Just a really smooth beats gone. And then I noticed the chords were a little bit more mellow here, so I decided to throw a low pass filter on it and then keep it like moving a little bit. Oh, and a little cool tip is when I was trying to figure out the drums for this section, because this part, the drums are very intricate here. There's a lot of hi-hat motions and whatnot. Oh yeah, let me go pin that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening here. It makes it kind of hard to hear the drums. So what I did was I went later in the track. It's the same section without the chords, which makes it so easy to hear. But yeah, drums changed there, but yeah. The first part's literally the same, just doesn't have the chords for some reason. So I listened to that section to get the drums all correct. All the hi-hat rhythms were kind of hard to get right. Yeah, I think I got them somewhat correct though. Yeah, not too much going on here other than the new drums. Bassline gets a little crazier, I guess. That's something I should point out. Easy trick for isolating bass sounds. If you did watch Assertive's how to make a hardcore bootleg stream, then you already know about this. But pick your pick your song, original song that you want to get the bass line from. And just isolate that sub frequency. It makes it a lot easier to hear. And actually, if you need to, you can also pitch up the entire song. Maybe we'll try 24. And now you can really hear it. It sounds so weird. I want to see what it sounds like. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, if you ever need to get bassline, I don't think I actually used it because I didn't see an EQ channel on there. So I kind of just went with what I heard in the original. So yeah, clock sample comes back here. And then there's that little like woo sample again. So this by itself actually sounds really cool. You can... I guess you can kind of hear that it's from the Think Break. But yeah, it has a nice effect. Maybe I'll try getting something similar for one of my future songs. But yeah, anyways, we're back and this is sort of like a pre-chorus section. Or yeah, pre-chorus. Yeah, I'll call it pre-chorus. So I noticed it sounded very, very similar to the intro, so I used a lot of the same intro elements. Yeah, so you'll notice that there's a new pluck, which I called it break pluck. I started off with a sine wave and then just dragged the harmonic level a little bit to mess with the timbre, making it a little bit brighter than what a sine wave usually is. And just the classic pluck things. I guess I took out the pitch envelope. There's a little portamento between the notes, a little offset. So. And then all the same intro elements. I don't know why I call the intro bass. There's no bass in the intro, but yeah, I guess I added that too. And then over here, you still have the hi-hats from the previous section, so I just removed the kick snare and whatnot. And then these percussions are back. And then I don't know why, but this fill is ever so slightly different from the first fill. So that's what I got for the second one. There's no repeated like snare roll there for some reason. And it's like that in the original too. So snare roll there. Oh. No snare roll there. And I was like, they gotta have been doing this just to mess with me. So yeah, I tried to be as accurate as I can. And then over here is the same, literally just copy paste. There's a slight variation to the ending though. The original was, or in the first, in the first chorus it was like this. It had that chop snare fill, but the second time I guess they didn't want to use it. A slight chord change there. And then next up we have the section without the chords again. So yeah. I guess I wasn't too accurate here. The reverb should be a lot more wet on that pluck. Less of the dry signal. But yeah, there's vocals here as well, covering up my mistakes. Thank you, Yuuna. So yeah, there's that part, and then over here there's big changes, but only for 8 bars. And I was thinking to myself, like, why are you doing this to me? Because this chord progression never shows up anywhere else in the entire song. So I had to transcribe these 8 bars of chord progression just for this last section. So yeah. Got the new chord progression here. And I also heard some sort of pluck that was in the background. So what I did was I combined these two. So this is that same pluck that I was using earlier in the break. And then I added a marimba sound. I was trying to play that iPhone sound. Oh, but anyways. I really like using organic instruments that are sounding close to the synthesizer to try and get the sound that I want. I don't know if they actually use the marimba, but whatever they use, it sounds pretty close. It sounded very plucky and a little bit organic as well, so I decided to combine that. So yeah, then this is literally the last sample I ever put in the song because I was like, I need a bass guitar slide because the original has one. So I was like, I need one, but I don't have any samples of those. So the literal last sample of this took me like 10 minutes. I went on Splice and I was like, bass sample falling down, bass, guitar, slide, bass, guitar, glissando, bass, glissando. And I was like, oh my god, I can't find the exact one. So I had to like modify the pitch of this one just a little bit. And I guess I got it, but yeah. That one gave me a little bit of trouble. And over here we have our next break. So the chords are... they're kind of relying on the tail of that LFO here. So yeah, that's what I went with here. I tried to just keep the chords a little short and have the LFO carry on. So yeah, and then I also heard a piano sound that was being a little bit crushed. Like it's a piano in the background, but it's not quite a piano, you know? I like to call that the Camellia piano sound, because Camellia uses that a lot too. Where the piano is bit crushed. And you can replicate this effect a little bit cheaply, I guess. This is like the cheap version. I don't exactly know how Camellia makes his, or like how Shogo made his, or anything like that. But what I did was put a little bit of effector on it on the lo-fi setting. And it's very, very close. Hello for anyone popping in just now. And then just little random effects like those. So yeah, that's this break, and then the drums actually come back in. I guess we should listen to this in full right here. And then it gets a little bit intense here, so we'll do that section on its own. So, you know I had to put this in there. And someone actually noticed. If you go on the comment section of Yuna's cover, someone's like, someone commented, it also has the iconic star fuse sound from Synthion. And I'm like, no way someone actually heard this. And yeah. So the original does not have that, obviously, but this third chorus, we'll call this chorus 3, is very like different from the first two. And I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't actually expecting that. Because when you're listening to the song, just normally it's just like, oh, it's just the same thing, because they're singing the same thing here. It's the same vocals, same lyrics and whatnot, but the instrumental actually gets crazy here. There's like extra kicks thrown in for no reason. Like, listen to the kicks here. And then the chord progression changes yet again, of course. So yeah, threw in all those extra kicks, Try to replicate it as best as possible. Still retains a lot of the stuff from the original though, or the first chorus. Yeah, look at those kicks. And then that's like sort of the moment I sort of regretted getting the kick as punchy as it is. So yeah. And now that I'm listening again, I do hear that like EP sound from the original is inserted back in, like this one. Like, I hear that sound in this third chorus. That's something I missed, that's my bad. Sorry, it's not as accurate as it should be. Yeah. I got the rest pretty good. And then now we have a new section. This is the bridge. Yeah, so completely new chord progression here. Thank you mods, by the way. Yes, I do in fact use she, they pronouns. So yeah, new section here with new drums. This part was a nightmare. I got up to this section and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go sleep. Because by this time I had been working for like maybe 6 hours straight. And I was like, okay, like I am exhausted, I'm burnt out, I'm gonna go sleep and come back to it in like 3 hours. So yeah, I took a quick sleep and then came back to this with fresh ears. And these chords are actually really interesting here. So yeah, these chords were a little bit of a nightmare to transcribe. Because not only were they kind of hard to hear, because, you know, Supersaw just kind of blurring everything up, but they were also very, very complex. So like, for example, this chord, look at this! This is a freaking, this is a G minor 7, flat 5. Like, what the heck? It sounds relatively normal, but the flat 5 definitely threw me off at first. And then this one, minor 7. 4 different chords on each hit. Yeah, of course. Is it your favorite part of the cover? Yeah, I actually really like the vocals here as well. So yeah, maybe my favorite too. So it starts off the same again. And then there's this chord, what the heck? So this is, this song is in F major, and then it drew me a E flat 7. No, E flat 9. And I was like, well, what the heck is this? Yeah, and then over here, the bass line changes. The chords, I think, were still pretty similar. Yeah, but I do really like how this section turned out. Oh, of course, there's a lead here in the background. See ya, Daniel. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, there's like this really soft lead that you can barely hear in the original song. Like, cause there's vocals playing, so I was like, okay, I still need to add this, but maybe not get the sound like entirely the same. So what I did was I tried to get the chords sounding pretty similar. I will say that transcribing a harmony is much harder than transcribing a melody. But it did definitely need it. What I did was I got that, and then I actually threw gross beat on it because I was like, I hear a little bit of a side chain here, but it's not like a side chain. It's more like a LFO, so I threw a gross beat on like 70%. So yeah, all together sounds like this. I'll turn the vocals back on. And yeah, finally we're at the last break. Yeah, that's the last break. So this song is crazy. There's freaking 4 choruses in the entire song. So yeah, this is break number 4. I guess I called it break 2. Okay, I called this break 2. I called this break 1, and then the intro I guess counts as 1. But yeah, I heard that like little sweep of the super soft. Like so that's going. And then it has these percussions like kind of offset for some reason. Like, why is this on the 2? But anyways, I tried to be as close to the original. I didn't question it. So yeah, ended up with this. I missed a couple notes there. Yeah. Like, I guess pretty similar to this last break. Yeah, I guess a lot of stuff was copied over anyways. So yeah. This next chorus was a bit weird. So I feel like in I guess like old rock, pop rock songs, on the last chorus sometimes they like take out the drums, you know, like it's like, or it's like just the drums and it's like everyone's like singing the melody, you know, it's like the anthem part of the song. But I feel like that's maybe what they tried to go for here. But like all the elements just come out for some reason. Well, yeah, it just loses a ton of energy. So yeah, I don't know why they did that. They added this section. Actually, let me listen to the original. Yeah, it's a very powerful vocal section. So I don't know why they tried to like come back down on the energy that they built up during this build up, which makes zero sense to me, but I went with it anyways. Because that was my task. And of course I had to add this little blip that was in the original. And yeah. So my only assumption for this is maybe they did this so they can make this chorus have more impact. But like then just don't build up as much. So yeah. I'm here to recreate the song, not make the song better. So this is last chorus. And then the ending. This is what I got. Yeah, somewhat similar. By Tiger. Yeah. And I think the main thing to note here is that there is a chord progression change. I think here. So I think in the first chorus it goes. So it goes B flat, C, A, D, like that type of chord progression. But then over here it's like B flat, C, D, F, and then it like kind of shifts the chord progression a little bit. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting so many of those comments, but yes, I am in fact a girl. Oh, female producer. Wow. An anomaly in the producer space. Wow. Okay, anyways. So yeah, the other main thing is obviously this lead right here. So this was in that little bridge section, and I guess they just introduced this again. I like this melody a lot. It's very cute. And I guess that's everything. yeah, the outro is just a super soft chord, and then I just changed the filter frequency a little bit. And there you have it. That's the entire song, I guess. Yeah. Any questions? um, does the song have off-key notes? I don't know what you mean by that. You mean like notes that are different than the original? Because there are definitely some here and there that I didn't catch. I'm noticing some now on my re-listen through, but nobody's perfect. I can't exactly replicate Shogo's production work or Shogo's composition at all. So I had to do my best with what I was given. What else did I want? Oh yeah, okay. But I will say that I was accurate enough. Okay, this is actually really cool. I was accurate enough to get caught by YouTube's content ID system. So obviously this is getting content ID because I played the original instrumental. But if you go over to Yuuna's cover, if you go over here, not cover. Don't look at that. Yuuna cover. If you go here, oh look, I'm on my own recommended. But anyways, don't look at my recommended. You'll see that it was actually caught by content ID. Look, music in this video. Where is the love? Like, I made that. This is completely original. I didn't take any piece of the original song and use it in my recreation. So this is actually really, really cool. It's the second time she managed to recreate something to the point of getting content ID. Yes, it was this one, and then I also got content ID'd for what is it? Oh yeah, it was my Flea Fury cover on one of my piano streams. I played that a little too well and it got flagged as a cover, which was actually like really cool. Like that's so cool to me. So I guess that's a little validating that I did a good job. And yeah. Again, this was done in under 28 hours. Like from me sending the invoice to Yuuna to me sending the final track over. Like that it was 28 hours cuz she DM'd me at like 2 a.m. and I delivered this no. She DM'd me at 1 a.m. and I delivered at 5 a.m. the next day. So yeah. That's 28 hours, right? Yeah. So yeah, it was very stressful for sure. I still managed to get a stream in those 28 hours. I think I did the Big Brain Academy stream. I think that was during while I was making this speedrun, yeah, for real. I did need to have this ready by the 13th because it was gonna come out on Valentine's Day. Okay, but the thing is, so I got this commission on February 11th, and she was like, okay, I need this by February 13th. And I was like, no problem, just leave it to me. So I did it, and I sent it on February 12th, and she was like, okay, I'm good. I'm glad that I got it early. And the reason I finished so early was because Lost Ark came out on February 11th, and I wanted to play Lost Ark. So I finished this really, really quickly, so I wanted to play it so I could play Lost Ark the entire day the next day, so I didn't even get any sleep after I finished this. So yeah, I think it was worth it. I had fun playing that game for like a week. But yeah, I guess we can listen to the whole thing again. Um, yeah, just one time all the way through. Maybe I'll like flip back and forth between my instrumental and the and the original instrumental just to see. But yeah. Yay! And there you have it. That is the entire song broken down. I hope I didn't miss anything. I tried to go a little bit quickly. But yeah. Also, Yuuna and KoYami's vocals are so good. That's kind of what got me through, was like getting to hear their vocals. Cause like, imagine if I had to do this and the vocal was like terrible, you know? That would be a nightmare to get through. I just have to sit there listening to this for 28 hours. But yeah, this was nice. I love their vocals a lot. And yeah, I guess that's it for today. It's a bit of a shorter stream, but it lasted longer than it was supposed to because of undisclosed reasons. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, anyways, please do go check out the cover, by the way. It is in the description below, as well as links to everyone who helped out in the production of the cover as well. So yeah, if anyone knows, if anyone's familiar with Dictate, Dictate actually did the vocal mixing on this. So shoutouts to Dictate. Shoutouts to, let's see, who did the timing again? Timing by Tune, tuning by Hulu. So shoutouts to them as well. Yeah, it's a lot of work to get a cover out, I guess. When you're not a music producer yourself, where you can just like do everything. So yeah, thank you again to Yuuna and KoYami for commissioning me to do this. Even though short notice, I had a lot of fun making it. And yeah, I guess that's it. Maybe I'll do some Super Mario 64 runs later. But yeah, sorry again for being late. And he said not to be sorry, but I feel bad for making you late. Well, that kind of rhymes. But yeah, I'll try to be more better with my alarms in the future. And yeah, glad you all liked it. And tomorrow, no stream for once. I'm taking the day off. Finally, I need it. But do look out for a Gorilla SM64, if anything. I can't make any promises, but yeah. I'm probably gonna try and work on some video editing and stuff though. And maybe just practice SM64 off stream. Yeah. Well, thank you for the sample pack, no problem! That is my thanks to you for helping me get to 10k Twitter followers. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the breakdown, hope you all enjoyed the cover, and good night everyone, good evening. It feels so weird to end stream so early, like, because I've been doing such long streams lately, but yeah, good night everyone. I'll post stream schedule tomorrow, perhaps, and I will be taking the day off as well. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple days, I guess. I think I'll be streaming Monday. But yeah, I'll see you in a couple days. Waiting rooms will be up shortly. And yes, bye bye everyone. Outro!